What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back to talk about Brother AL. Yes, Brother AL. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Ooh, child. The ghetto. Okay. I was listening to him. I'm like, oh, child, it's so sad that this man is so obsessed with Miss Melody Cherie. Okay, he is really obsessed. I feel like I've met somebody like him in my lifetime where they felt very strongly about a person. They hated all this person's enemies, couldn't stand them. Now all of a sudden they didn't get the attention from the person that they wanted to get the attention from. In his case, it would be Melody. Melody denied him access, honey, to her palace, to her friends. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, this fool is so in favor of Miss Wanda. He talking about him and Miss Wanda. They may do a live together. Okay, Miss Wanda may pull up, to his channel and jump in on his live. He's saying he would rather hang out with the Scotts, not the people that you drugged for filth and did interviews with the business owner that said that they stole a whole bunch of money from her. I know you're not the same person. And you gotta look at what he was willing to do back then when he thought shit was good between him and Mel, when he thought he has something to gain from Mel. You gotta really pay attention to that, right? People will wear a mask to gain access to your life. We've all went through that where somebody was not who they said that they was at first. At first, they was all nice, kind, sweet, supportive. And then when they don't get what they want from you, when they cannot tear you down, break you down, put you in lowest terms, when they cannot annihilate you, you will see them engage in the opposite behavior. So you got to watch out for all that love bombing and all that support and you so great. Because I remember he did a lot of that to Melody. Like Melody could do no wrong, honey. Okay? He loved her dirty draws. Okay? Absolutely. That nigga didn't get what he wanted from me. He didn't get what he wanted. This man is also calling Miss Van a hippo and he talking about her weight. Melody thinks she all that. She's uppity and stuck up. That's another thing. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. That is what you will be called when you don't give the enemy access to your life. I've heard it my whole life. They will swear up and down, honey, it's because Miss Robinson is light-skinned. They will never make it be about their character or lack thereof or how they is treating the queen. It'll never be that. It'll be she light-skinned. She got a fat ass. She thinks she's so pretty. She thinks she is so much better than us. Okay, so you gotta, honey, I can relate to Melody. I can. When I hear people say certain stuff about her, I'd be like, yeah, I see where it's coming from. And I'm gonna say this about Melody before I continue. I always like Melody. I told y'all the host is the reason why I started watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. There have been things from Melody I didn't like or may have questioned, but I think what really changed the game for me is when I found out about the Revenge P. I was like, bitch, what? Say, what now? You know how you don't have all the information about a person and what they going through? You know, you just looking at the cheating, the lying, the triangulating, the side chick, you know, all of that. We saw all of that, but that revenge P, that did something to Miss Robinson. I was like, damn, I already knew. I already was like, yeah. Yeah, I don't do ghetto. I don't do Martell hook-headed hoe. That is evil to do to somebody. You already cheated on them, lied to them, embarrassed them, and then you turn around and do something like that and you have your side chick involved in that. That's too much. So, yeah, I was just like, honey, I don't give a damn if Melody ain't perfect. I see why she act the way she do. I see why, because I had no idea she was going through all of that. I knew all the other stuff, but honey, that adds a layer to it. Listen, so, you know, she's been through a lot with this man. And for people to all of a sudden be Team Martell, and I'm listening to people's videos and, oh, I like Martell. I'm Team Martell. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody is on that Miss Marlene bullshiggity. That boy, he ain't perfect. He a good man. Everybody cheats sometime. Everybody got some type of side chick or side dude somewhere. Everybody do. Ain't nobody perfect in this life. Like, when I see some of these people, I'm like, okay, you don't like Melody. We get it. I'm not against people that don't like Melody. That's not my issue. It's the fact that you want to be pro and Team Martell just because you hate Melody. And to me, that encourages his raggedy ass first floor behavior. It's just so disrespectful. It is. Especially you black women. You should know better. And so what if you ain't got an ain't shit nigga in your life? Baby daddy, ex-husband, you ain't never seen an ain't shit nigga. That don't mean you jump on that man's fan train and praise him. And no. I'm just so against that. Okay? It's disrespectful. It's rude. It's malicious. It's, you know, like, how the hell can you be Team Martell after all the shiggity, you know, that he has did to Melody? And you ain't got to be team neither one of them, but I'm just saying, how the hell do you all of a sudden, right, get to be Team Martell? Is what I don't understand. Like, to me, it sounds like you saying you team abuse, because that's all that nigga gives. I'm sorry. Okay, just throw the whole nigga away. Okay, on the first floor. But yeah, let me get back to AL, honey. Let me make my way back. Listen. But I was just sitting up there looking at him, you guys, like, wow. Wow, how quickly do we change? He actually played the clip of Melody down to the Carlos King podcast. He wasn't afraid to play that, because y'all remember that Carlos had got on a whole bunch of content creators. He allegedly striked their channels, and then he went on to say, you know, he denied doing so. But yeah, he didn't want, you know, that podcast, a certain clip of the podcast, to get out there before he aired it on his channel or before it was aired on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We will see it on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I believe he's going to air the full interview that he did with Melody. But yeah, this fool is playing the clip, honey. And it's funny because the clip that he played, it sounded like Carlos was talking about him. He got to talking about how there are people that is fans of the show. They're obsessed with the cast. They are recording conversations. And I'm like, AL, my brother, it look like they talking about you. Okay, that's what it looked like, because you are the brother Tucker that go around recording everybody. Okay, you are Mr. for quality and training purposes only. This this conversation will be monitored and recorded. You are the man that does that. So I was like, oh, child, you playing a clip of Carlos, but shit, he talking about you and others like you. Well, actually, I ain't never really heard of nobody else recording people unless y'all know more than Miss Robinson know. But anyway, so Melody and Kiki are not cool anymore. Melody had said on the podcast that she did all she could to help Kiki. She wanted Kiki to come on the show to talk about recovering from, being addicted to her addiction. We won't get all off into it, right? But she wanted, Kiki to blossom and have a career and do speaking engagements. Ain't Kiki a professor? Okay, put it in the comments. I think Kiki, and I really like Kiki. I really do. I'm sad to see that their friendship has dissolved, but I understand why Melody felt like she had to cut off Kiki, because Kiki was giving this nigga all the tea, all the behind the scenes tea of what's going on the show. And I'm like, well, goddamn, if they wanted the nigga to know what was going to be on the show, they would hire him. They would put an ad in the paper. Okay, if they wanted everybody to know. So, yeah, I think that's where Kiki went wrong, spilling too much tea to this nigga. He's sitting up here recording you. You ain't being paid for the recording. Melody had to get her a plane ticket back to Huntsville. Y'all remember, I guess, when was she talking about, when they went out of town and didn't nobody want Kiki to be around. But Melody felt betrayed by Kiki. She felt like Kiki was not upfront with her about how she felt about her and was discussing, how she felt about Melody with other people. Melody has strong intuition. She had been picking up on those vibes, but didn't say anything and let the situation play out. That's, pretty much what she chose to do, right? Because sometimes you could feel something about somebody in your intuition and then you're way off, so sometimes it's best to just let certain situations play out, and like they always say, okay, what's going on in the dark will soon come to the light, okay? So it's just sad. So I feel bad that Kiki felt the need to confide in this lowdown nigga, this ninja. Okay, because anybody recording you like that, that's a manipulator. Look at who else does stuff like that. Martel. Look at how he recorded Melody. Okay, and now that Melody has dealt with the Martel, her intuition is going to be stronger than ever. She going to be able to see certain characteristics in people and be like, nope, you ain't going to be able to be up in my life because I done already went through this hell with this damn demon. That's what Martel is. He's a demon. That's why I'm just strongly against anybody that feel the need to support him just because they don't like Mel. Like I said, I like Mel. I'm not a mellometer, but I do like her more than anybody on the show. But I just am against Martel, and I'm not about to be pro Martel. Even when I had my doubts about Melody, I haven't liked everything she's did on the show, but even then I didn't go and be, I'm Team Martel and yeah, everybody make mistakes. And no, that wasn't no damn mistake. Him and Arion did that shit on Melody on purpose. There are people, you guys, all of that shit with Arion and Martel was spiritual. There are people that will team up together, and I know I done been through it, not no cheating stuff, because y'all know Miss Robinson will cheat right back. Okay, that's why the niggas don't like me now. Catch it. Woo, okay. But there will be people in this life that team up and come together to destroy you. They don't like that you are so strong. They don't like the smile on your face. Bitch, they don't like your good looks, Miss Robinson. They look like a Ooga Booga bear. They not, they don't want you to feel too good about yourself. And y'all do not know of, and maybe I'll share more of my past with you all, where I've heard certain women say certain stuff about me. I didn't even have anything negative to say about them, but when I heard their whole thought process on me, and I was like, wow, I was in danger the whole damn time, didn't even know it. There are people that you meet in this life you don't have a chance with, like, at all. You thinking you meeting new friends, but these people, they will steal from you. They will copy and paste you. Ain't that right, Tisha? That's why Melody and Tisha will never be cool, because Tisha is an ascendant of these same, like, she's just like these people, except she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. When you see a wolf, you can see him coming, but with Tisha, she tried to make it look like she's so innocent, and she has the victim mentality. She's like a martyr. She's like a Steve Urkel, did I do that? It's like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And there are women out here that will do evil things like Tisha and will set it up. It will go right over some of y'all heads, because y'all will be like, well, she's not that strong. Or, she just got sick of this, that, and the third. No, there are people that they feel entitled to your life. Arion Curry. They feel entitled to your man. They will sleep with your man, have a baby with your man, and laugh in your face, and feel like they are normal. And that's just what you do. Because in order, you got to look at it, right? All of this is spiritual. It's spiritual warfare. I have to destroy you so that I can feel good, so that I can boss up. I told y'all, Arion and Martel had that baby on purpose. Okay, it was to really destroy Mel. Neither one of them was counting on her to boss up. That's why you heard it in the audio between Original Straight No Chase and Arion. Remember, I was talking to y'all about it. Arion was giving Melody props for bossing up, coming out with the songs, the skincare business, the modeling with Jay Bolin, wearing his clothes, and, participating in, fashion shows and doing movies. And she was on another show on what was it, Behind Every Man. And do you see what I'm saying? Melody left that nigga and bossed the hell up. That's not what a woman, or whatever that is, that need to be in a cage. Let me quit. But that's not what that type of woman was thinking. Remember, she resides on the first floor. I was fucking your man, and now I had a baby with him. You're supposed to be distraught. You're supposed to be destroyed. I won. I told y'all, there are women out here, their whole identity comes from being with a man. It's not that they are so feminine and they are these goddesses that these niggas can be with. No, it's they are able to be controlled. They are willing and able to bend themselves into being a pretzel for a man because they don't love themselves. Arion has left has not left Martell yet, has not gotten up off that bench because she doesn't know who she is without him. She knows she ain't shit. And it's just like, well, at least I feel like a little something because I'm in proximity to him. I was able to get in between him and his ex-wife, so I must have something special about me. No, you don't. If you felt good about yourself, you would have been left that man alone. Okay? But I told y'all, when I speak from the heart. I speak truth. I know what I am looking at. You have women like Arion, that's not that attractive. They love comparing themselves to other women that look better than them, that have more than them, just more educated, because their self-esteem is so low, it's in the toilet. So they want to get in competition. They want to compete where they don't compare. And the raggedy men that they get with, they want women fighting over them, because that is that strokes their ego. It inflates their ego instead of them working hard, improving themselves and becoming better versions of themselves, through education and self-development and integrity. Those are virtues you have to put in work, to have. You have to put in the work in order to maintain and have those type of things. But like I said, you have people that they not built like that. They will take the easy way out, But I also heard AL say, well, let Arion be at peace. You've been using the side chick storyline for all this time. How is she using a storyline? Did she ask this bitch to fuck her ex-husband? No. So you made a choice. Now you got to deal with it for the rest of your life. It wasn't the come up that you thought that it would be. And a lot of people that are demonic, you got people, you guys, that actually go to church and they think like this. Your breakdown, your downfall is their come up. And when Melody did not give that, Martell and Arion was disappointed. Their souls, their spirits was disappointed. It's like, damn. And that's why I'm hated so much. Because I'd be like, why do I be having so much damn opposition? Like, god damn, can a sister get some help? But I've had people tell me that, like, your spirit is so strong that at that particular time, I couldn't be that friend that you needed me to be. I couldn't be there for you. Something said that you didn't need me. And a lot of people operate like that. They only operate from a place of, they need you to really need them. And if you don't have that as a part of your individuality, then they feel threatened by you, and they will try to keep you at a distance, or some people will try to sabotage you, Another word for it could be a chosen one, right? You know when you are around a chosen one, somebody that's special, somebody that thinks outside the box, somebody stands on business. They are ambitious. They may struggle and go through the worst of circumstances, but after everything goes down, after everything and everybody tries to attack them and tries to destroy them, they rise up like a phoenix, and they really accomplish their goals. Because you can't kill something that resides on the inside of somebody, right? You cannot kill that. It's like have you ever seen like a strong fire, that just burns? It takes everything to put that fire out, right? And that's what the chosen one, that's the type of spirit they have. It's such a resilient spirit. Everybody don't have that. That's why when they get around certain people, you know, the person is magnetic. Everything that they touch, it turns to gold. And unfortunately, that type of energy, it brings along a lot of haters. It brings along a lot of opposition, even with the men you date and sleep with that's supposed to protect you. What did you hear Melody say all the time? I never felt protected, because he didn't feel like you needed to be protected. He wanted them niggas where, that's why he's so cool with Destiny, because it's like, well, shit, it's easier to relate to her. She losing all this shit. I'm losing my mind and all my shit. You gotta look at people and the people that they choose to associate with, they choose to hang with. Destiny and Stormy, they're not equally yoked. They're not. But maybe, and sometimes with people's dynamics, and maybe they have some things in common, but it wasn't too long ago that Stormy was saying, well, shit, here's this Gucci bag. Didn't she throw in Destiny's face? She got so much more money than her. When Stormy said all that type of stuff, you will never be able to say that type of shit to me and think we will ever be cool. I could be cordial if we must do some type of business. If I had to be on this show, I could be cordial, but I would never get close to you, because when people speak like that, that is how they really look at you. They look at you like you're not on their level. So Destiny need to be very careful, because when Stormy said that, I took notice of that. Yeah, you want what I got. Yeah, it's what's up. It's what's up. Wasn't that what she was saying to her? That's what's up. Okay. So, and see, my thing is this. They could have went back and forth, but why, you got to look at, why did Stormy feel the need to say that? Because there are people out here that feel like they are better than you. If they have more than you, if they are more accomplished than you, it don't matter how they look. They don't see they looks. Stormy didn't know how she looked until other people start telling her about her looks. But yeah, Stormy is like, I got money. And, to each his own. She do, But a lot of people, they go around like that, you guys. I got money, so I don't give a damn. Even though Destiny is better, like Destiny be put together, okay? For a girl that's out here scrambling and selling the damn lottery tickets, honey, Destiny she be looking nice. She's very beautiful. Gotta give it to her, right? But yeah, I could never be cool with Stormy after she made them type of comments about me. Then, bitch, you gotta look at the shade. She gave that girl a Gucci bag just to say it's Gucci, just to say we're cool. I always looked at that like, wow, let me get you a little bag. We know you need it. Did you sell the bag? I think the girl claimed she lost the bag. I don't know. Y'all get in the comments, let me know. But let's get back to AL and people like him. AL kept saying Arion was 23 years old. The child is here now. Martel and Arion, they're not together. No, they're not together because they only came together to try to destroy Mel. See, when these people come together to come against you, they don't even be well, in their case, they was psychologically aligned. They're not really into each other. If he really loved and liked that girl, he would have been married her. Why do you think he kept her on the bench? Because I can use her. She'll be my puppet. Okay? She'll be my puppet. And then I can always get some ass from her. That's why a lot of niggas put babies up in women. That way they can slide right back in the bed with you. But honey, I think my child's father thought he was going to do that with me. But honey, the kitchen is closed. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was like, clink, clink. Okay. Nope. You gets no love from me. I know I'm not too ghetto. I said, I know I'm not too ghetto. You ain't getting none of this good shit. Okay, when I tell you I was so uninterested in that man, and he was like, damn, you just don't see it for me at all. No, I don't. I don't, shit. I was having fun with you. I wasn't trying to have this much damn fun. But look, well, that's a story, honey, for another day, honey. That's a story, honey, for another day. So AL also alleged that he don't feel like Kiki was ever on the show to talk about her sobriety, to really show her recovery. He feels like they used her to try to break up Tisha and Marceau. Melody would ask her, well, hey, did Marceau ever step out on Tisha? Did they ever go through anything? And that's when Kiki would step up and say, well, hey, this happened. Well, hey, that happened. I'm thankful for Kiki because we wouldn't have gotten that level of truth from Marceau and Latifah. They are two Libras. And what I do know about two dark-sided Libras at that like to copy and paste from everybody. Libras, dark-sided Libras are thieves. They will steal and look you dead in your eye and still try to party with you all night long. Okay, Lionel Richie. Okay, is that Lionel Richie? Don't you hate when you say folks' name and then it may not be them associated with the song all night long, all night? Yeah, I think that's Lionel. I think that's my boy, Lionel Richie, honey. Easy like Sunday morning. But yeah, they will do that. Ask me how I know. I've been around. And y'all know I'm into astrology. So I'll be studying, different signs and, their dark side and what they do. But yeah, two Libras are about appearances, how it looks. As long as it look a certain way on the outside, it don't matter how messed up it is on the inside. Just as long as we look the part. You heard Marceau say, as long we're still married. You got Tisha, put that respect on my marriage. Okay, when she said that, respect the longevity of my marriage, but you fool, this is where you miss the mark. Just because you've been doing something a long time doesn't mean that it is productive. Just because you've been doing something a long time doesn't mean that it's successful. It doesn't mean that you are going into the direction of your mothership. And that's a whole nother conversation when we talk about motherships. Okay? Y'all just got to be ready to have that type of conversation. And when you are going into the direction of your mothership, you are being guided by your soul. You are being guided by God. You are being guided by your ancestors. Okay, and what they see you doing in this life and what feels at home for you and what feels right. That all of that is your mothership. You could tell when you're not going in the direction of your mothership, because you're not going to be at peace. And then you are going to be at odds with people that you don't have things in common with. Y'all don't have, the same destinations. But like I said, that's a conversation, for another day. AL got to talking about Mel is always trying to give away t-shirts, but was she really trying to help Kiki or, just trying to expose the truth of Marceau and Tisha's marriage, basically, and he didn't say all this, I'm adding this, the whole thing of Marceau cheats on Tisha. But see, those of us that's like, for real, we don't give a damn about that. That's very surface and superficial. If he cheated on her, we're looking at the treatment. That tells us everything. A person can see how your man treats you on TV, and that can tell them everything. We don't need no dates. We don't need times. What I see on the damn TV, that's enough. And the truth needs no proof. How you doing? Okay? He got to talking about how allegedly they had access to film Kiki in treatment centers, and he don't feel like they ever did that because that was not their true intention of Kiki. But that's neither here nor there. Kiki served a purpose on this show. I don't know if it was the purpose that everybody wanted it to be, but she served a purpose. She brought a lot of truth to light. Tisha and Marceau didn't appreciate it because they didn't want people to really see them for who and what they are. That's why they didn't invite the Fletchers to the Black Expo, because they don't want to be discovered and found out for being fraudulent. That's why you got people online saying, y'all remember we covered the story, that man and that woman that said that they stole that whole Black Expo idea, and we saw Latifah copy it wasn't her, but it was somebody associated with her. See, in her camp, right? See, when you move a certain way, the people in your camp, they go feel comfortable with moving in that way too, because birds of a feather. But remember the man that created the website. He's the one that had Stormy's shipping information and used it for Tisha's business with her daughters. What they got, hair products and stuff. So yeah, but did y'all notice, and I pointed this out in my review, go back and watch it, I said, look at how Tisha, remember when Tisha was interacting with Stormy, and Stormy was kind of looking at her like, bitch, you should be embarrassed by this situation. Tisha wasn't embarrassed. Tisha was right at home. Yeah, well, it happened and I ain't got nothing to do with it, but yeah, we sold even more product. See, that's that dark-sided Libra. That's all she care about. She don't give a damn that she hurt you. She don't give a damn that it looked like you stole her. She stole your information. She don't, all it, like if a brother Tucker should be embarrassed, if that was a person, that should be Tisha. She should be embarrassed, but a lot of these people, they're not, because this is the character. I know, I used to know a lady, she acted just like Tisha. She's in a relationship that's very similar to Tisha. This bitch be blowing up phones. She think that behavior is normal, and it's not. We're looking at you like, girl, get you some help, girl. You're not well. You are not well. Okay? But, yeah. Look, sad case. Shout out to Aunt Leola. Oh, he also talked about it don't matter what Martell has ever did. He will never stop him from trying to, provide, for his kids. He's not in the business of stopping bags. To me, it sounded like he was like trying to accuse Melody of doing that. I guess some of the mellometers tried to stop the Black Expo, and, that's kind of what I got from him. Like, to me, he was making it seem like her followers did that, and maybe she put them up to it, and, Then he mentioned, I think he meant to say Carlos King, because he said Andy Cohen didn't, he reach out to Carlos King to try to get Martell off the show. He said he did, but he took it back. So, child, a mess. Let me see what somebody is saying. She still harbors resentment toward Martell. She hasn't healed yet. Another person says, I'm sick of Mel. She isn't the first woman to be cheated on and won't be the last. Another person, holding on to that kind of hurt is miserable. It is still hurt or just being used for views. Oh, he also mentioned that Mel was very angry that Destiny chose to come back to the show. He also talked about Melody being willing to negotiate dropping charges, I guess, against Martell if the children can get back on Love and Marriage Huntsville and come on, to social media, get back on social media. And to me, he said it in a way of like, well, if she's willing to do that just so the kids can get back on the show and back on social media, then maybe what she's alleging towards Martell isn't true in the first place. So what do y'all think about that? And they're also, with his video, and there's another video out here, where people keep talking about the DNA of Sugar Mama, and maybe a DNA test was done, and and I'm just like, huh? What? We still talk about that? Like, that is Martell's child, So, yeah, just, child, sad case. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.